So, elite in-state guys in Mississippi leaving to go other places.
Top 4 are all, and from on 3 are all committed elsewhere.
We have, it's a battle. Mississippi is a state that is recruited by everyone, literally. Yeah. I mean, talking about the top quarterback in the state who was committed to Notre Dame and is now going to Auburn. Caleb Cunningham currently committed to Alabama. We'll see if that holds with them. A long time ago, a couple of decades ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, we saw a ton of this, right?
Yeah.
The elite players from Mississippi leaving Mississippi and going to play other places. We have seen in recent years, the last 10 to 15 years, more of the elite players in Mississippi choosing to stay home.
Yes.
You follow recruiting closely.
Yeah.
What do you think the difference is? Is there a thing, or is this just
I think
like
it's just a thing right
year?
now. I think it's just a thing that it's fashionable to get out of state. That kids want to see the bright lights of other places at this point. I just feel like, especially
Do you think Ole Miss's reliance on the transfer portal
it hurts them
has hurt them in the high school recruiting? Because everything else is there right now for Ole Miss.
Especially when you consider, they have 3 of the top 6 players, or 3 of the top 10 players committed. 2 of them are legacies. 2 of them have brothers at Ole Miss right now. So that's part of it. And Ole Miss, by and large through the years has been a team that has filled up its signing class out of state more than Mississippi State has. Mississippi State has been the school that by and large has lived and died with Mississippi recruits.
But you get what I'm saying when I say all the things are in place right now.
Yeah.
The fans are there. The NIL piece has been really, really good. It's a fun offense that plays fast. It's friendly for quarterbacks. It's friendly for receivers. It's got a coach that people think highly of.
Yeah.
And especially on the defensive side, I mean, Pete Golding is a dog on the recruiting trail.
Deere was committed to Ole Miss, and now he flipped out of there. He's going to Alabama. I mean, they're still in the game with Caleb Cunningham. I think they're still in the game with Deuce Knight. I mean, I don't know how that's going to turn out. Tyler Miller at Laurel looks like he's pretty locked into LSU. That's one where the state probably feels like they missed out. An offensive tackle from Laurel. You think Charles Cross could just make a phone call and get him to go there, but it's not that way. Another interesting thing in the state this year, 2 nationally elite quarterbacks. Very rare in Mississippi to have that.
Yeah. In terms of the way that they are rated. And then for Mississippi State, when you look at it from a recruiting standpoint, there are obviously some obstacles that have to be overcome right now, most notably results on the field.
Yeah. But at the same time, they've picked up 3 4-star recruits in the last 3 weeks, 2 JUCO guys from EMCC and the kid from Winona, Tyler Lockhart, who, again, his brother is at Mississippi State. So State's having a little bit of recruiting success right now. But at the same time, it's just a long way, and they've got a long way to go. They got the class in the top 25, which, when you consider what they are doing on the field, is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And the junior college thing is interesting because we've seen less junior college recruiting. We've seen less highly rated players coming from the junior college ranks with the transfer portal, but this is a little bit of a niche maybe that Jeff Levy and the staff have found this year.
Yeah, and with Mitchell, he's one of those guys like a Montez Sweat who was at a power school, who's at Alabama, ran into some legal trouble, goes to JUCO, and now he's a 5-star prospect. He was one of the top prospects in the country in senior year high school. So that's a guy that's I'll tell you this, Mitchell and Xavier Hardy, the kid who committed to him this week, they probably would both start for State right now.
Are they eligible?
No, they are not, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. That's your college football fix.